And now, your Storm Team 18 forecast. Weather from where you live.
All right, so we are finally tracking some rain, at least east of 421. Delphi, Monticello seeing a little bit of scattered light rain up toward Winnemac, east of Rensselaer. All of this pushing off to the south and to the east. The most stronger portions off south of Fort Wayne right now, east of our viewing area. So we'll dive into radar. Winnemac, Rochester seeing the heaviest storms. Actually, Rochester off toward the southeast, toward Macy, Denver, Mexico, going out toward Peru, Bunker Hill, seeing some just a little storm there. Kokomo, northeast of Rushville, seeing a little bit more of that heavier rain. So nothing severe this morning, just watching for these heavy showers and storms, thankfully getting some rain. But what this storm will do, it's producing a few clouds that might hinder temperatures a little bit today, but it's going to give a little outflow boundary. I think those storms will begin to fire this afternoon and evening, and then push southward across the viewing area once again tonight. So you can see the temperature difference where we have the rain to the north and to the east, where they're in the 60s, 68 Rochester, Logansport, 10-degree difference down the road, Lafayette 78, very mild here. I know whenever I stepped out the door, I'm just hitting a wall of water, so that's just a sign it's going to be a very hot and muggy day, and temperatures might be pretty different across the viewing area just because of that rain this morning that portions like Winnemac and Peru have seen to start off here on your Tuesday. So watch Futurecast. Most of those storms will get out of here by later this morning. We'll be left with partly cloudy to mostly sunny conditions, and then it turns very hot. Here's 6 o'clock. Look how some storms are starting to fire along that little boundary, depending on where that boundary is located. So we'll be watching for those chances area-wide for some scattered showers and storms to develop, and then they'll start to travel a little bit southward. Here's 10:30 tonight, and then traveling southward. Kind of just an interesting setup. All of these kind of riding along that ridge that we've been discussing. We're on that outer periphery, that little ring of fire. So tonight could be tracking more storms, and then tomorrow afternoon for Wednesday could be watching for more. So most of the day will be dry. It's going to get very hot and very humid. 93 degrees by 3 o'clock. Heat index values in the triple digits. About 96 for a high temperature. Again, highly dependent on the cloud cover and how these storms this morning kind of impact the afternoon. And every day is going to be what I like to call nowcasting, where we're going to be, tracking hour by hour how these storms are going to impact the weather for the rest of the day. Futurecast here for tomorrow. We're going to be seeing more storms develop to the west. This is 12:30 in the afternoon. Those storms traveling off to the east. Some could be strong to severe again on Wednesday after this is 2:30. So kind of a different time frame, but kind of the same setup where they're riding that ridge from northwest to southeast, with more storms possible on Thursday. Slight risk level 2 for us today as well as tomorrow for Wednesday. For much of the viewing area, damaging winds and large hail will be the main concerns, and flooding as well. And there's that level 1 risk for at least Thursday too for more storms. So thankfully we will be getting some storms. I think everybody will be getting in on the chance for rain at some point. I know Lafayette is missing out on some much needed rain with those storms to the northeast, but we do have pretty solid chances for some of those storms. I'm only keeping about a 40 to 50% chance because those storms are going to be so isolated and still kind of uncertain of where some of these complexes might eventually end up across the viewing area, Marley.
What a difference this week's forecast is compared to what we saw last week.
Yeah, last week was a breeze, sunshine every day, very hot, but then this week, like I said, it's going to be going down to hour by hour forecasting of how these storms evolve and how they change over time, and it's going to eventually change the forecast for tomorrow. So an interesting but challenging setup, but we'll keep on top of the forecast here for you.
Definitely sounds like it's going to be a hot one out there for us too.
Yeah, very hot today. Heat advisory in place. Heat index values in the triple digits. Wow. Very hot and humid today, so take it easy outside as well.
Absolutely. All right, David, thank you so much.